Coliseum! The Coliseum! What do we do? What do we do? Execute! Execute! Are you not entertained? The Coliseum! Is this not why you're here? Execute!
What's going on, Cranksters? Welcome back to the Coliseum for another Scalp and Chill. I hope everybody is absolutely having a wonderful evening, a wonderful night, a wonderful morning if you're just waking up. And let me tell you, man, Biddy, did Biddy go and find some legs on us or what? Is Bitcoin starting this bull run? Are we finally getting ready to see some killer price action to the upside? Or is Bitcoin topped out? And that's what we're going to be going over today, as well as trying to go through our routine structure where we try to find our normal scalp and chill, where we look at USDT dominance, we look at Bitcoin, and let's see if we can actually find some good scalps right now. Oh man, the last couple days has been a surprise. I've been scalping away, and I try to show you guys and the whole audience all of my trades. I try showing you my wins, my losses. And boy, oh boy, well, I could tell you I got fucking smoked, brother. I got smoked the last 2 days, man. Over the last 7-8 days, we took an account from $10,000 to over 40K. I was just doing my normal scalps like I normally do. And you know what? We end up getting the Donald Trump tweet that the war is going to be over, that the deal is signed. I happened to be in a short, and it was kind of a series of unfortunate events. We went from 40K down to $30,000. We lost almost $10,000 on that account. It happened super fast, and I'll be more than happy to show you guys those trades, man, here as we get into it. Overall, guys, Bitcoin right now, let's get our music rolling. And then we could just jump right into the TA, okay? Again, I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful evening, morning, nighttime. I was thinking I'm in a long right now, man. I was gonna keep a long. Stops directly underneath here. I'll layer into it, but you know what? Bitcoin had a nice big pullback on ETH. I am long right now from on Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, I'm long on both, guys. Just so you guys know. Okay. Before we get started, let's look at USDT dominance. In the Coliseum, we were talking specifically that if Bitcoin was to break this level here, we could see right here. We came up, we had this perfect downtrend right in here. You guys can see just this beautiful downtrend on USDT dominance. If you do not know, now you know. You need to be, if you're trading Bitcoin, you must be looking at USDT dominance. And the reason being is it's the largest trading pair against Bitcoin. It's USDT Tether. It's not the combo. It's not USDC. It is Tether. If you're in the futures markets, I'm telling you, you need to be understanding exactly how USDT works. Okay? Well, in the Coliseum, we had this nice big run up. And everybody was looking at this, right? We had this nice big run up. Boom. We were then able to see that we had a nice little sideways action inside of this triangle, just getting really tight. You guys can see we were holding this support here, getting really, really tight. And I told the Coliseum, I said, guys, be really, really careful, because here's the thing. Bitcoin is going to completely dump if this breaks back out and tries to get back towards these highs, right? And for those of you that are just joining us or going to be rewatching this, USDT is our indicator. USDT, when it pumps, man, yeah, Nadia, absolutely. Does USDT move a bit before BTC? Absolutely, it does. It tells it. This is today I had a nice phone call. I'm going to be bringing him on the channel for his TA, and he's a great analyst. He's a full-time trader, and he really wanted to understand how I'm scalping, how how I teach these 20-minute time frames. How I'm scalping, what indicators do I use? Like, he was really intrigued on learning, like, what indicators do I use? And he was actually kind of floored to understand that in the Coliseum, simple trading is the best trading. And what do we use? We use support, resistance, volume, fib levels, and market cipher. That's it. it's very, very, very simple trading because we understand that within a 20-minute or a 2-hour time frame, we have our structure. We use our 5-minute to the 1 minute to execute as we zero in on either support or resistance, and we're able to take these trades, okay? And so, you know, when we were looking at USDT dominance, I told these guys, I told everybody inside the Coliseum, be ready because we are at a crucial area for USDT dominance. If we bust on out of this triangle, Bitcoin is going to dump, and we're going to end up seeing a $60,000 Bitcoin again. If we break down on USDT dominance, and I specifically told the Coliseum, if you're in the Coliseum, we are going to come down to this level. We are going to be coming down to 8.17, right in here. Why do I say that? Because we had all this play, right? All this volume, all this play before we took off. Well, we are now back testing that. And I told the Coliseum today, I am going short. I'm going to short Bitcoin because high stakes, as this was dumping, right? As this was dumping down to this level, I told the Coliseum, be prepared for USDT dominance to get a nice big bounce. And look at exactly what happened. It had a great bounce. I was able to scalp these, scalp Bitcoin, scalp Ethereum, made a little over $20,000. Great trades, great trades. But if you don't understand how we trade in the Coliseum, USDT dominance, Bitcoin, we call it the ditty bitty tango. It's real simple. If Bitcoin goes down, Tether's going up. If Tether's going up, Bitcoin's coming down. They're perfectly inversely correlated. All right, and you can see here, now that we've done our Bitcoin or our USDT analysis, that we are getting a strong bounce. What you would want to see is if Bitcoin is going to get higher. Now, we would want to see USDT dominance come down to this next level here. Boom, boom, boom. Again, we had a nice big bounce right where we're at now, and the reason being is this is kind of, we had a nice big pump, accumulated here, and boom, had our nice big leg up. We are now back testing this as support. All right? We are now back testing this as support. And so again, when we look at Bitcoin, okay, we could absolutely see the exact same thing. If we were to look at USDT dominance, we're on an 8-hour. And again, you could use any time frame really just to get the structure. You could use a 2-hour, 4-hour zoom out. It's all the same thing. If we go to Bitcoin, we went to the same 8-hour. We could see here that we had the exact same price action. We had Bitcoin on the rise. We were trying to break out of this range here, out of this resistance. We finally broke out, and now we're trying to hold this support. And so when we look at this, guys, again, in the Coliseum, our bread and butter is the ditty bitty tango. It is USDT dominance versus Bitcoin. That's all you need. Find your local support and resistances on USDT dominance. Find your local resistance and supports on Bitcoin. You're going to be able to get a structure. You're going to be able to trade it. Very, very simple. Everybody says, oh, well, you got to use all these indicators and oscillators and all the 200s and the 500s and the MAs and the EMAs and this. No, you don't. You need simple support, resistance, volume, fib levels, as well as market ciphers, what we trade inside of the Coliseums. Trading is already hard. You need to keep it very, very simple. So again, going back to Bitcoin here, we can see that we were just kind of coiling up. And when we got up to this level here, okay, and this is ETH. Hold on, give me just a second. This is Bitcoin here. When we were to look at this on the daily on Bitcoin, right, we were able to see that why did we get rejection here at 67,000? I specifically said 66 to 67,000, that is our point of control. That is a fair value area. We are back at that area, and we are getting stalled. If we were to pull a fixed range volume, right, fixed range volume, and we were to look at this, let's go here, all right. We go here, and we were to look at this candle. We want to use it on this one right here. Look at why we're getting a rejection. Throughout this entire move between February, March, April, all the way through April, look at the highest volume. It's not up here at $83,000. It is right here at this point of control, this fair value area. This is where everybody in the market says that the real price of Bitcoin should be right around 67,000, 67K. And look, we come directly up to it, and look at the rejection that we're getting. At the same time that we were coming into this area for our short, right, today, that I ended up taking, I already took the scalp short. I'm already out, okay? If we were to look here at Bitcoin or USDT dominance, look, as we came down or up to Bitcoin into this high volume range, this fixed, hold on real quick here. Why is it not loading? It's not wanting to load it. Hold on. Let's delete this. Let's go back. Let's go here. Let's go back to the fixed volume range. Let's go here. And we want this candle right there. There we go. As you can see, as we came into this area, Bitcoin is completely getting rejected, right? Completely rejected. At the same time, USDT dominance, Diddy, is coming into a massive support, guys. This is how we trade. If you understand the two, it's real simple. It's an easy strategy, but you got to stay consistent with it. Look at USDT dominance. Look at Bitcoin. You're going to be able to see the ranges. You're going to be able to see exactly where it should bounce and reject from. Those are entries. A lot of traders have a hard time finding entries, a hard time finding out where to trade. Well, I'm showing you. This is straight alpha, guys. This is how I do my scalps every single day. This is what I teach in the Coliseum. This is what I teach the cranksters. This is the bread and butter. So again, when we look at this, Bitcoin right now is absolutely coming up. This is short in territory. All right, we've already taken the short. So I already took the short from the tippy top. I closed it on this wick already, right? I already closed it out. I am long. I am long right now on both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's see how these trades end up playing out. But again, if you could just follow USDT dominance and Bitcoin, I keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it because, guys, I haven't streamed in almost, 5-6 days? Because, again, I have been trading. It's hard to stream and be dialed in, and it's hard to make sure you're just locking it in. All right? And so, again, really understand how this works. USDT dominance, Bitcoin. Perfectly inversely correlated. This is all you need. So as far as Bitcoin goes right now, what we'd want to see is USDT dominance dump, right, on this major area. You would want to see USDT dominance dump, right? Our next support zone is right down below us, right down in here. And if this does end up happening and we break this level, Bitcoin's got a high probability of coming up to almost $70,000, okay? Again, when we look at this fixed range volume, and our next step is 68.8, and then it just gets vacuum sucked up to, you can see this volume right in here, right? It's like a vacuum. High probability that we could see if we break this area, right? Little resistance right now. High probability that we just get vacuum sucked right up to 70K, and USDT dominance comes down to this next level, like point blank. Let's do a quick shout out real quick. What's going on, Dennis? What's going on, Nadia? I am Ivan, Cash King, Crypto Lion, D Parker, Wallapile Sydney, The Exodus. What's going on, Gates? It looks like our trades are absolutely cooking right now. I did take these longs. I might close these out. Let's look at these trades real quick. So again, on the Bitcoin trade here, we are up almost 8,700. And on the Ethereum trade, we're up 10 grand. We could probably just close these out for $18,000. ETH trades, these are the Bitcoin trades. You guys can see $13,000 today. Today's been a monster day. Again, strictly using USDT dominance and Bitcoin. That's it. Look, just today, these are all dated. 13,200, 16,120. I got smoked on a short, man. This is the short that I got smoked on because I was short, and this fucker ended up ripping, right? It ended up just ripping. Donald Trump ended up tweeting. I ended up losing $41,000. It sucked. It is what it is. It caught me by surprise, but you know what? No big deal. There is no revenge trading in the Coliseum. What we do is we stick to our strategy, which is scalping. We stick to our structure, which is our ranges, right? We have our parallel channels, our triangles, our trend lines. We maintain discipline in our education. You know, this is exactly, yeah, we had a great stream. We had a great stream in the morning, but again, look at this, 13,200, 16,000 minus 41K, all right? 12,000, 11,000, 3,900, 10,000, 8,600, 6,200, 25,000, 11,000, minus 49. This is it, guys. This is exactly how we do it every single day in the Coliseum. And to be honest with you, I'm more than happy locking in another $20,000. Look, I can close these trades right now. Again, I don't care if Bitcoin's going higher. We'll do that. Why don't we do that? Let's lock it in. I don't even give a fuck if it goes higher. 66,330. Let's do it. Let's lock it in. Let's lock it in, chat. 66,330. Boom. Let's go over to Ethereum. We could see my ETH trades here as well. I've been trading ETH as well. We could see we only have I don't really trade Ethereum, guys. So I don't really trade ETH, but I'm gonna lock this in. But our two trades, we're about to add another one here, 1794.70. Let's lock this in as here. We'll just mark it out of this mug. Why not? Bye, Felicia. Lock it all in. Let's lock it all in. There we go. Boom. We're done. Let's see what we just locked in. We just locked in another $20,000, man. Come on, baby. Load up. There we go. We just locked in another 8,000. If we go over to Bitcoin here, and again, I don't care where the fuck the price is going. My idea here was that Bitcoin was holding. I told you guys at the beginning of the stream that I am long. Here's our resistance, right? Resistance is up at this top right in here. Multiple touches. Here's the waterfall. We see resistance here, resistance here. We're coming up into resistance again. This was my target, and we ended up locking in the trades. Look, another $6,000. Today, as a whole, was 16,125 plus 13,254 plus 58.99 is $35,000 plus another $8,000 on the ETH trade. It's another $43,000 day. But that's strictly because, again, we are maintaining structure. We are scalping. Look, excellent TPs. We follow through. We lock it in. You guys got to start respecting the money. And I'm here to tell you, some cranksters I got smoked on this move. I lost 40 racks, man, because that tweet came and we ripped. Right? And I'm like, holy shit, man. I didn't care what happened. I'm not hopeful that it comes back into my entry. I close that fucker out because I understand my ability. I understand that my discipline will prevail. So if I get smoked on a trade like that, I close it out. I'm not hopeful. Oh, please come back to my entry. Oh, and then it just keeps running. Oh, if I could just get it down to, back down to break even or halfway at the 50% mark. No. If you're not running stop losses and you're going to fuck around and find out, close out the trade, reset, kiss your losses goodbye, reset. You do not revenge trade, and you keep trading the way it's by design. It is all by design, cranksters, okay? No, I don't use hedge mode on zoomex. I'm not longing and shorting. And the reason being is, on the exchange here, I either long it, I'll close out, I'll short it. Real simple. I don't mess around, man. I don't do that. So, you could hedge mode. I've done it before. I've done the perfect schlong where I've done longs and shorts at the same entry, you know what I mean? And let one play out after the break of structure. At the break of structure, you know what I mean? I'll do that. I don't really do the hedge mode. I don't really do that. So, but again, the whole point is locking it in. I told the cranksters that. We had a couple of cranksters that were inside of some longs. We were in some shorts. Everyone's asking, hey, Crank, what do we do? I said, dude, lock it in. The whole point is it's scalping, guys. We have tweets. We have wars. Just imagine if the war doesn't end, and next thing you know, we completely buckle. Lock it in inside of these price actions. You know what I mean? I know that even like some great traders like Bits of Wealth, long from 60-61, he's already taken 2 TPs. Excellent. That is the way to trade. That is the way to make money. I want to make money. I don't want to be hopeful. I don't hope it goes to 70 fucking grand. I don't hope I break even. I don't hope I could just get out at a 50%. We do the same thing every single day. Yeah, we do the same thing every single day. So again, right now with Bitcoin, what you'd want to see, this is shortened territory, just point blank. From where we're at right now, this would be short territory, especially if USDT dominance gets a bounce, right? If USDT dominance gets a bounce, right, up to here, which is going to be right around like 8.52, 8.5, right? Somewhere right in here, 8.52. You guys can see if we get a bounce up here, which would mean we have our structure, lower highs, another lower high. It means that Bitcoin's going to end up coming down, retracing somewhere into the 50s, or 60, 65, not 50, 65, 64, something like that. And then it can recoup and then try to get that gas to get back up towards $72,000, right? So let's look at this real quick, man. We just locked in some more of those trades. Beautiful, beautiful trades. Okay, I tried to use hedge mode, but it changes every time to one way, and I forget to change it to hedge mode again. Yeah, I don't use hedge mode, man. I don't. You could use it on zoomex offers it. I did take a short real quick. Let's see if this thing plays out. I'm not looking for a lot here. We're up another $2,000, and again, this is all I'm doing. This is our range here on the 5-minute. You can see this is our range here. Yes, it could break out. If it breaks out, I'll go ahead and close it. If we pop back down to somewhere down in here, I'll go ahead and lock it in. I will go ahead and lock it in. I'm not a call group, man. You know, when people ask me, hey, Crank, are you going to be doing copy trading? I'm not a call group, dude. I teach you my strategy, my structure, my discipline. You hear the same things from me every single stream, every single day, every single week, every single year. And you learn. I don't offer copy trading, dude. I haven't decided if I'm going to be offering it yet. You know? The cool part is that we do massive volume in the Coliseum, but that's because my traders are learning. My traders learn how to scalp. They learn the strategy. They learn the structure. They maintain discipline. They see the Coliseum. Everybody's doing the same thing every single day. You know what I'm saying, brother? That's what it's about, man. You know, if people are telling you you know, you should buy it here, you should sell it there, you better figure out fucking why. Otherwise, you're just a puppet, brother. You're a puppet. You're a sheep just listening to these people. And with my money, I'm not a puppet. I'm not a sheep. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back over here. Bitcoin right now, if we can, so just me personally, us also on a macro level, us putting in just a tad bit low, higher or lower low, I still don't think that this is the bottom. For me, I just don't think that this is the bottom. It's too early to say with the current data that this is the macro bottom. I would say that once we get into October through the end of Q4 of this year, if we are still sideways trading based off of time, whether we come up, if we sideways trade and do something like this, I would say, you know what, macro bottom is in. Otherwise, we could technically come all the way up here to, you know, 75 and even 82 and roll over and still put in my target of 41,000. My original target is 41K. Who knows if we get there? I don't know. We don't know. Again, here's the other thing too, guys, is when I was going over this with the other influencer today and I was teaching this radical scalp method, we could totally do something like this. You know what I'm saying? Where we just absolutely keep going like this. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Just like we did here. We kind of come up and then down, kind of come up and then down, and then kind of come up and then down. And we could see on Bitcoin that we did the exact same thing here. This is how macro bottoms are done. Something like this. You think we have the bottom right in here, and then we just kind of go sideways, boring over the summer, right? You guys can see here, look, this was June, July. We're in the middle of June right now. We get this pump. This is 2022. We get this little pump up here, right? Look at June 20th of 2022. We get the pump. We come back down. Everyone thinks this is it. We get the next pop. And we sideways trade. And then we work our way out of this. This is how a bottom is formed. This is how bottoms are created. And I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin, does something the exact same way as we come down into the 40s, something like this. Okay, so I'd be keeping an eye out for it. I don't know if the bottom's in. I don't really care. You guys, like you guys know, I'm going to be scalping all of this price action, all the way down, all the way up, based off of time. I do plan on doing some nice big swing trades, but I'll be swing trading based off of the data that I have. And right now, I already, man, Bits even said the same thing. My boy Bits of Wealth, he's like, yo, Crank, man, I had the entry, you guys, from 59.8 with $6 million. If I would have held that trade, shoulda, coulda, woulda, does not pay. But if I would have held that trade, man, it would have been 500-600K coming up into this price action, man. Holy shit, coming up to 66, 67K. Brother, would have been absolutely disgusting. But again, I don't care because, again, we've made almost the same amount of money on our way just scalping this range, just scalping it, guys. Getting our daily bread, getting our peace, not overthinking it, you know, not being greedy. You don't need to be greedy. This market is way too crazy right now for people to be getting into greed or to be fearful. If we're in a short, lock it in. If we're in a long, you get that same price movement, lock it in. Nobody ever went broke. You guys see all of my trades. Nobody ever went broke locking it in and making profits, okay? Let's look at a couple other coins here. So Ethereum, same thing. The big thing on ETH, this was a macro level that we bounced off of. All of these calls, again, I'm not a call group, but all of these calls were given in the Coliseum in advance. I told everybody that, you know, if ETH gets down into this price action right in here, in the 1550s, 1520s, this is absolutely longing territory, just like how we gave the exact same call for Bitcoin whenever this was let's just go to like a 2-hour here, and we can see this is our first retracement. This was just a good local golden pocket. When we put in these double bottoms here on Bitcoin, I told the whole Coliseum, right? Price action was up here, up here. None of this even existed yet. That when we come down to this golden pocket, this is going to be the time to long Bitcoin. And again, all of this is documented inside of the Coliseum. We did see here, played out beautifully, and we rolled on out for this swing trade long, okay? So same thing with ETH. ETH right now, what we would like to see is, are we gonna get a breakout retest? Okay, are we gonna get a breakout retest and then we could rip? So if we're looking at Ethereum, I'd be saying something like from here to here, this little local golden pocket, 1750, 1760, somewhere in here. All right, between these two, 1750, 1760. I'd be looking to see, you know, does this thing break out? Can we stop in here, put it a higher low, and then we rip on out of this? Maybe. We're about to find out. How real is this peace deal? We've been told so many peace deals. Who knows? Who knows? All I can say is that as of right now, we take the scalps, we take the price action that we have, not the price action that we want, and we get our piece. So that's the game plan for ETH. Bitcoin, same exact thing. Are we going from this pump? Is this pump going to stick? I would say that, you know what? Bitcoin's got this nice trend line just coming up like this. And again, I draw my trend lines a little weird, okay? I like multiple touches. I would see excluding this, and sometimes I always say that I exclude these one little pops because the more touches, the better. Quick little liquidity grab, pops, right? That's our news event. That's that big pop from Donald Trump and in the market. I would say that if we come back down to this trend line, I'd be looking for something like that at 65.5. 65.5, we take just a quick sweep of everything that pushed us up right up in here. Quick little sweep, and then can we keep ripping on out of here? That's what I'd be looking at. I am going to be locking in the short real quick. Let's go back over here. I showed you guys we just made $20,000 on the longs on the way up. 66, let's just say 66,300. Can we get 66,300? That'll be 66,300. Can we get tapped in? It'll be another $5,000, and we're just doing this every single day, brother. I'm telling you, baby. Come on, tap me out. Let's see if we can get this from the short here. Who knows? We got a lot of cushion from today, so let's see if we can get this. If it's actually going to dump into my level here, come back down to the bottom. We'll wait to see. If it pops on up here, then I'll just probably end up closing it out. We had Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid also did the exact same move. A lot of these alts ran. I mean, goodness gracious, look at XRP. I was telling a lot of the cranksters at this 128, this is shortened territory, boy. This was shortened territory. Look at this. Support, support, waterfall, waterfall. Brother, ooh. I told all the cranksters, man, this right here, this is shortened territory, boy. We put this right in here, right into this range here. We won't even use this. We're using this like rectangle. Right in there. Multiple touches, multiple touches. Look at the resistance, man. Wild. Wild. Total shortened territory, man. Golly, these are big moves, too. It's another 5% move, man. Just a little bit of leverage. These are big moves. Big, big, big moves. Let's see here. Zcash had another big run. It's also pulling back. I'd say Zcash is probably going to bounce right around 495. If it comes down to 495, right? Super close. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at BNB. This is what I'm talking about. Multiple touches. Exclude that one. We're back here. This would be long in territory for BNB. If Bitcoin's going to get a bounce, this right here is a beautiful pattern. I like this. I like how, and again, everyone, you can take my little trend lines for what it's worth. Multiple touches, multiple touches. We're back to touching it again, excluding the one Donald Trump tweet before we ripped. We have more touches. Here, 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 here. One little dip, more touches again, and now we're back on the trend line. Is this going to hold right here? And we get another rise on out of here, right? Anybody got any questions? Anybody learning a little something, man? I hope that you guys are protected out there. I hope that you guys are making some money in this market, man. I hope you guys are actually making some money. You know, I hope you guys are taking advantage of these trades, man. This is a good, you know, I love it when the Coliseum has volume, man. We could actually trade these assets, man. And again, you don't revenge trade. You don't get after it, man. I was thinking about this, and I'm like, man, oh, man, oh, man. I just took $10,000 to 40 G's, and I gave back 15K in a single trade. What a fucking idiot. Calm, cool, collected. Made one comment towards myself, and then I went right back after it again, and that account's back up to like 30 G's, 33 grand. We're just a little ways away. Solana. It's probably coming back down here as well, 71. All right, let's look at the 20-minute on USDT dominance. Eesh, I don't know, man. I don't know about this short that I'm in. If this thing dumps right now for a higher low, I could be in trouble, cranksters. Could be in trouble. We really want to see USDT dominance. I want to see USDT dominance bust on up. That way my trades go down. You know what I mean? My trades, everything goes down because I'm in shorts. I'm in a short right now. Had a losing day. Had the right idea, but was too early. Small loss, though. So price of education. Excellent. That's right. It's the excellent way to think about that. Excellent way to think about that. Again, looking at USDT dominance, we can see here on a 20-minute. Here's our structure for a Scalp N CHill. We have just been slow riding up, right? Slow riding up. It is decision time for USDT dominance. Are we going to hold this right in here, this downtrend, or are we going to pop on out of here and, you know, and Bitcoin and Ethereum dump? Or is USDT dominance about to dump, put in a higher low, something like this, right? Something like this. Because again, it's notorious for doing this, man. We could do this. Look, it does it all the way back here. Look at this. Lows, lower low, lower low. Are we going to put in a lower low? I don't think so. I think we're going to end up putting in a higher low. You know, something like this. We have this low, higher low, higher low. And during these, I love these patterns right here because, again, when I start seeing this on USDT dominance, that means that I'm getting double tops and double bottoms, right? On Bitcoin. I'm getting these double toppers, double bottoms on Bitcoin, and I love trading these on Bitcoin against USDT. So again, right now we're coming into resistance. If this breaks down, then Bitcoin is absolutely going to end up getting a pop and a rise right back up to the top here. Now, does Bitcoin put in a little bit higher high while USDT dominance is putting in a higher low, and then we can end up shorting that and trading this? This is what I keep an eye out for right now. This is what I'm going to end up keeping an eye out for right now. Look at that.
Your dreams and thoughts better be so big that they better scare you. Why? Because you're not thinking big enough then. You don't want it. It has to be something that nobody else has.
Looks like I'm going to end up having to close these trades and get stopped out for it right now, man. I'm going to have to take my L on this Bitcoin short. Looks like we are ending up putting in these higher lows on Bitcoin. We're coming up into resistance right now. Again, this is resistance. We can see it. Here's our structure. Does Bitcoin bust on out of here, or is my short going to play out and we come back down one more time? To be determined. Let's see. Again, I'm short from right here. I'm not a breakout trader. Can USDT pop on out of this? Bitcoin come down one more time, and then once we do that, then it rolls over? Let's see. But for me, this is not long in territory for me. I had the long already from the bottom right here, right? I had the long already from down here when USDT dominance came down, right? As this came down, Bitcoin went up. Right now, we're waiting to see, is USDT dominance, right? When we're looking at USDT dominance, is this going to pop on out of here, or is it going to dump? Right now, if it pops up at all, my short is going to come down. And again, this is how we're trading it every single day, just real simple. So we're just going to watch this. We're going to watch this, see if it plays out in real time here. This is definitely not long in territory. What's up, Bits? Yep, just well, I took the long already, dude. I took the long on Bitcoin. I took the long already, dude. We popped off 35 grand. We had I had the short originally during the stream. I took the long during the stream. I took another long during the stream. And it was all just from right here. USDT dominance. I caught this from here up to the top. We're currently at resistance. You guys can see again. So I did end up taking the short. All I'm looking for is one little drop down to this. Boom, boom, boom. You can see multiple touches here, 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 here. Can we get a little dump? I will close it here at 66,300. We're currently up into the $3,400. 66,300. Can we make ourselves another solid scalp? To be determined. To be determined. Let's see. To be determined. Can we dump down? And what we're looking at right now is USDT dominance. We could see, again, we could see USDT dominance is coming up to this resistance. You can see this was resistance the entire time. If we go to the 20-minute structure, boom, resistance, kind of same thing on this downtrend. Is USDT dominance going to bust on out of here, which means Bitcoin's absolutely coming down, or is USDT dominance going to end up busting this range right here, coming back down for a higher low? That's what I'd be looking for. Yeah, guys, shout out to Bits of Wealth. If you guys aren't following him, make sure, great analyst, great trader, man. He's putting in the work absolutely every single day, having it make sense, doing his charts, man, showing his trades, great swing trades. Excellent. I like Bits, man. I do. We have our own little trading community, man, and I like being part of it. I really do. So again, that's what I'm looking at for USDT dominance, guys, is if this thing breaks on out of here, then you know what? The shorts are in play. If this thing dumps right now, Bitcoin is going to end up getting a pop on out of here. And our next level here, I do think that we're going to get a pop on this. So I do think that I'm going to get my trade. All I'm looking for is just my little scalp, just a little piece. Just come on down here, man. Just come on down. Come on down, Biddy. Let's make ourselves another 3-4 G's, baby. Come on. That's all we're looking for, Cranksters. I'm not looking for, again, I say it all the time. My shorts and my longs are different than everybody else's. Look, we're about to get another TP. This is how we do it every single day. Come on. Touch me outside. How about that? Come on. Close this trade, baby. We're coming right into it. Let's see. Oh, brother. Oh. Let's see it. Oh. Is it going to close? Man, how close are we here? This thing just doesn't want to fill, huh? Close it on out. Get your boy Crank another 5-6 grand, man. That'll be almost 50K today. Know what I'm saying? And again, we walked you through how did I take this scalp? Why did I take this scalp? The structure of the scalp. You go out to a 5-minute USDT dominance. We have it all played out here. Look, it ain't going to get me. Watch. Dude, I'm going to round trip this while I'm teaching you guys all of this. Flawless victory against Crank. Watch it just go ripping on out of here, dude, and I can lose my ass here. But again, that's all we were looking for is USDT dominance. Come on, baby. We got a $6 million long right here. Catch me outside. How about that? Come on. It just doesn't want to give it to me, does it? Let's look at USDT dominance real quick here. Let's see what old Diddy's doing. And again, guys, I walked you through exactly how I'm taking these trades. USDT dominance, Diddy Bitty Tango, the works. All right, let's look at Diddy. Come on. Pop on out of here. One more little pop, man, and I'm going to get my trade. Here we go. Come on, tap me out, man. Another 6 G's. Come on, Bitcoin. There we go. And it is closed. Cranksters win the World Series again. Again, I walked you through exactly how I told you I'm shorting it. It's shortened territory. We had our fucking 5-minute structure right in here. And that's exactly how we do it. USDT dominance. God, it just doesn't ever want to load for me here. Come on, you pig. There we go. I'm clicking things too quick. There we go. Another $3,400, guys. These are all the trades from today. Bang, 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 bang. We're doing this every single Day, Gina. This ain't no joke, guys. Again, I showed you exactly why, exactly how, the whole 9 yards. Get into the Coliseum, guys. Get into the Coliseum. Let's look at USDT dominance again. We are coming up into this resistance. We're trying to hold this. Are we going to break on out of here, which means that Bitcoin's going to dump? Or are we now going to get a rejection? Diddy comes on down here, and we end up getting it. All right? Which means what? If this is going to get a rejection here, if it's going to get a rejection here, are they going to pump Bitcoin or is Bitcoin going to dump? Is this going to bust on out of here or is this going to get a rejection and it dumps? To me personally, I am with you, dude. I'm in with you, dude. Let's do it. We need to get you on a big swing trade. I'm going to do it, dude. But it's going to be more than 500K because I'm going to hold this thing up to 100 grand, dude. And it's going to be a couple $1,000,000 bucks. It's going to be absolutely glorious. It'll be glorious. Yes, it will. But I mean, you know what? 50, 60 grand a day, dude. 20 grand. I got smoked, man. I showed you guys. I even showed Bits of Wealth in our little trading group, man, that I got smoked on that tweet, dude. I looked at that thing and I was like, damn, got smoked. But you can't freak out, man. You can't lose all composure. You do not revenge trade. You know, you cannot do that. But yeah, I'm gonna take a nice big swing trade. You know, should have held it. Should have held it from 60K or yeah, 60K, man. I had that entry. And look at USDT dominance busting out right now. And you can clearly see Bitcoin right now is on the trend line. Again, is USDT dominance about to break on out, which means Bitcoin's going to absolutely start doing like it's like a 5-minute liquidity hunt. It's going to crush everybody here, and here. Our largest scalp, single scalp, is 100 and what is it, Cranksters? I posted at 119,000, 119K, 119,000 in a single trading day is over 170K. Watch this, dude. I'm gonna take a little jab at this. Let's see. Is this thing gonna come down? And we're on our trend line here. Did it dip like it did here? Did it dip like it did there? Can we get a little pop up here? Can we get a little another trade? Can we get another little piece here? And I did take that long. 66,300. Oh, 66,330. Another 4K if we whip on up. Again, I was watching USDT dominance. All in our little range, brother. Oh my God. Come on, baby. Pop on up. One more time. Can we get it? Can we get one more little pop? We're up another 2,800. Get another pop up here, man. Let's get another little pop. Let's take a quick look at USDT, aka DT. Oh, we're about to get tapped. Don't even need to look. Don't even need to look. Don't even look. Don't even look. Can we get another piece here? Come on, baby. Can we get it? Ooh, brother. Ooh. Oh, guys, there's something about Asia markets. You want to know what you don't get during the Asia markets? I can tell you what you don't get during the Asia markets. You don't get Donald Trump tweets. You don't get the tweets. You don't get fucked. The volume is subtle. We're actually sideways trade. We can actually trade. We can actually do this. Fuck trading during the day, man. Look, we're about to get TP'd out again, baby. We ain't fucking around, dude. I'll do this all damn night. We'll do a 24/7 stream. Look, we're about to tap out another one. And this is all I'm doing, guys. This is it. Oh, brother. Ooh, it ain't going to give it to me. Look, now I'm about to lose my ass, brother. Ooh. It's all right. Look, just round tripped it. We couldn't even get to the 50%. And again, look at, I don't care how tight the range is, dude. You guys know I like 50%. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. There's 50%. Real simple. I got close. I stick to the rules no matter how tight the range is. But again, let's look at USDT dominance. Look at dominance here. Dominance is trying to break on out. All right, on our 20-minute structure here. We got this. And again, everyone likes to say, dude, oh, Crank, your fucking trend lines are a little fucked up. Where did you draw this? All I did was drop from here to here, multiple touches. Well, you tell me. It's been respecting it. Touched here, touched here, touched here, touched here. These are 20-minute candles. Touch, 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 touch. Coiling up. Is this going to dump or is this going to pump? If it pumps, I get smoked. If it dumps, my trade wins. It's real simple. Let's do it, bits. I'm totally down, man. Man, should have TP'd out, and I should have just marketed out of that one, shouldn't I? Let's see. Let's do it, brother. I'm in. You're a good dude, man. And actually, I actually like your TA. There's only, I'm a little sucker, dude. There's only so much macro TA I can take because it's like I can't sit on my ass. You see, people see me doing this every day. CryptoFace, Jason Casper, all of my peers, man. I do this every single day. So yeah, let's absolutely do it. But I do like your TA, dude. I like Bits of Wealth. I like your ideas and the follow through for sure, man. And it's simple. You break it down simple. I have a really hard time, you guys. I have a really hard time listening to macro TA, 50,000 different indicators and how me and you got to the same level. Sometimes it's like I got to do this because I had 67 based off of a point of control and a volume level, and other people used 60,000 different amazing tools. I guess they're amazing. I don't know if they're amazing on the same level. And I'm like, shit, So yeah, let's do it, bits. Let's do it this week. Let's do it Wednesday. Here we go. Are we going to get it? I don't know. Structure's there. We've just been slow climbing. Are we going to dump? If we break down below this one, I'll just close it out for the loss, but we're doing pretty well. All I'm doing is watching USDT dominance. Put it in reverse, Terry. Get it in reverse, Terry. Here we go. We're about to smack another one. Here we go. We're going to get it. Another 4Gs, baby. TP me out, boy. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. We ain't playing around, cranksters. We ain't playing around, cranksters. Get back, Terry. Get back. Put it in reverse, Terry. Golly, just don't want to give it to me, does it? It's almost like when we were down here, it didn't want to give it to me either. That's all right. Let's look at USDT dominance. We are fighting. This is the Diddy Bitty Tango at the highest level. Man, if this thing whips up here, I'm probably going to end up getting stopped out, man. I'm going to have to close it on out. Let's see. Is this going to work its way out and bust on out here? Which means that Bitcoin is absolutely coming down here. We're going to want to get out much sooner than that if that's the case. Can't believe it didn't want to close me out, though. That's kind of shitty, huh? We had it. We had it. You have it till you don't. And again, guys, look at this. If I was to show you BTC, right? We have multiple lows in this little triangle here. It's trying to break down. We look at this as well on USDT dominance. Same thing, same exact pattern. But you guys can see we have multiple tops trying to break out. Perfectly inversely correlated. Bitcoin looks like it's getting ready to break down. USDT dominance is getting ready to break out. So the way you would look at this here is you could absolutely say, you know what, here's a bottoms for USDT dominance. Every single time we get anywhere close to any of this, you would just short Bitcoin because this thing's going to pump. The fact that we're breaking out, it looks like I'm going to end up having to take my I'm going to have to take my L here in a minute if we get past this. This is a break of structure, which means I am getting stopped out here shortly. Got a little too ooh, no, brother. Oh yeah, we're closing this. We're closing it out of discipline. Yeah, we're closing that, boy. Oh my gosh, brother. Ooh. Overtraded, man. Overtraded for today. Look at that shit, dude. Over fucking traded for the day, dude. Being a little too cocky, dude. Unreal. Brother, ooh, I'm done with this shit. I give up. That's all right. Today we had 16. So today's the 15th here. What do we got? So I washed out a 16K with a 16K. So we still have 13.5, 18, 21,000. So we have $21,000. I can't believe that shit. Motherfuck. Fuck me, dude. Trying to just be this little. First day back streaming. First day back streaming. And I do some shit like that. Get back, Terry! Put it in reverse, Terry. Shit. Oh, well. You know what? It's a break of structure, though, guys. It's a break of structure. In all reality, though, again, 16.2. Hold on. Let's look at this real quick, though. 868. So 16,000. Hold on. Let's look at this real quick. 16,229 divided by 868,000. That, my friends, are you ready? That, my friends, was this loss right here was a 0.018% stop loss. It's a 2% loss, guys. Break a structure. I'm out of this shit. I'm out. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what that is. That's okay. So again, the whole point being is if this is a 2% win, that's a 4% loss. That's a 2% win. Look at all of my trade consistencies. My point being, look, I keep it at a 1-to-1 the entire time. A 1-to-1, a 2-to-2, a 3-to-3 the entire time. Otherwise, the strategy does not work. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way this shit works, fam. Go long. I don't want to go long, dude. I don't want to prevent. I'm not doing that. I'm not going long, dude. I'm done. To be honest with you guys, we're done. I'm done, Gina. Gina, your boy Crank's done, so I'm gonna go and enjoy my night. took a little L right there, didn't we? A little 2%er, man. We were killing it. We still killed it today. Fuck. Oh my god. Fuck. That's all right. Break a structure, man. Stick to the fucking rules. Stick to the rules. Stick to the rules. Good stream though, Cranksters. The whole point is, oh yeah, man. No, this is again, guys. That's a 2% loss. That's a 2%er. No big deal. It's you know, would have loved to use that percentage on a. Let's look at something real quick. Hold on. Give me a second here, guys. Un momento, por favor. BTC is a bloated dinosaur. Give me a second here. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, wonderful morning, wonderful evening, whatever it is. Give me just a second here. No, I'm trying to do this thing on WeChat, man. I'm trying to do this on WeChat real quick. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, looks like Bitcoin's going to be coming down, guys. Bitcoin's coming down. Diddy's coming up. I think we're done for the evening. I think we're done. Sorry, guys. I was doing this real fast. You're longing, aren't you? Imagine how long it takes to make 20K working at Taco Bell or something. You know, I used to work at a Walmart as an in-stocker. I used to have my box knife, brother. You know, I used to have my box knife, bro. You know, used to do all of that, brother. Yeah, shout out to E36 Pro Jet. He got some tickets, man. He's going to the World Cup. Shout out to a couple of other cranksters. I have a bunch more tickets I'll be giving out. We had a total of I'm traveling in 7 hours. Congratulations, brother. I'm so excited for you and your family. What a memorable moment that you're going to be able to go to the World Cup. Watch the game, baby. I'm so happy for you and your family, man. Congratulations. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, dude. It's only here in America, like, I don't know what it is, like every 20 years, 30 years, whatever it is, bro. 15 years, I don't know, bro. So, yeah, congratulations to you, man. Yeah, man, I used to be used to work at a Walmart, man. I used to, I'll never forget this. This is how I ended up in the car business. Sounds weird. I had knee pads on, dude, and you had this little box knife, and it had this little stretchy thing, you know what I mean? And you would open up all the boxes, and you put the macaronis in there, dude, or the sauces, or whatever I was in stock. And I worked from 10 o'clock at night to 7 o'clock in the morning. And, man, I wanted to get in the car business because I heard about these things, and I'll never forget about this one dude, this older dude, man. And I said, hey, man, I think I want to get in the car business, dog. Do you know anything about it? And he goes, yeah, man, every car salesman I've ever met, dude, has a big old house, a really hot wife, always on drugs. And I'm like, damn, dude, sounds pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It sounded pretty good. You know, I'm like, damn, people, yeah, I didn't want to say the knee pad part. So you got on your knees. Yeah, man, you know, Terry, don't fuck with me, Terry, you know? And I was like, dude, so these dudes, you can make some money, you know what I mean? You can make some money, man, in the car business, dog. And he's like, yeah, dude, fuck yeah, you can make some money. He goes, dude, I don't know, man. I think you can do it. And I'll never forget, man. Never forget. Ended up getting in the car business, brother. Ended up getting a hot-ass wife and big old house and never touched drugs. Never once paid for drugs. You know? But anyways, man. Yeah, guys, I think I'm done for the night. It was a great stream. Make sure to be safe out there. You don't want to be caught on the opposite side of these trades. Remember, our strategy is scalping, structure, discipline, education, so that way you guys can execute at the highest level. This is scalping at the highest level. And you know what? Scalping's not for some people. People can't look at the charts. You guys see me. I'm able to do this within an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours time throughout, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days a week. You know what I mean? Nine days a week, bro. It's 100% of the time, 60% of the time. You know what I'm saying? And so it's the same thing every single day. Ditty bitty tango, radical scalp methods. You know, the ditty bitty tango is USDT dominance versus BTC. Radical scalp method, altcoins to Bitcoin. All right. All of my Ethereum trades that I've been taking have been traded against Bitcoin, not Tether. So I use Tether against Bitcoin. I use ETH, Bitcoin against ETH, and that's the way I take my scalps. And so again, you guys, the same thing. Damn, man, am I going bald? These guys had some shit today about, scalpers being crazy, bro. It looks like I'm going bald. 8 days a week, 24/7. Brother, get back, Terry. All right, I think we're done, guys. It was a good stream. Looks like USDT dominance is getting ready to pop on up. Bitcoin's looking a little weak. Looks like Bitcoin's probably going to end up coming down. Let's see what happens. Looks like it's probably going to end up coming on down. Let's see what happens. $34.8, bro. I'm 38 and going bald. It happens, dude. You know what? I have to dye my beard. If like I ever, good thing I didn't listen to you. Bro, I have to dye my beard, bro. Normally, like when my beard, I'll dye my beard. Because look at this shit. This shit's white, brother. The life of a crypto trader, scalper, fucks you up quickly. Quickly. This is why I can't stand the news or macro TA, because it's just, who knows? Might not even live. Might not even live on the 1 day chart. Who knows? Nobody's promised tomorrow. Who knows if I'm even gonna live on the 1 day chart, brother? Let me stick to that 1 minute, 20 minute, 1 hour. Biddy's coming down. Yeah, guys, I'm all done. You guys have a wonderful night. It was a great stream. I love every single one of you guys. Need to get that cortisol down, roll a fat one. Yeah, I don't know what it is, brother. It's the scalps. So, I hope everybody has a wonderful night. Good morning, good night, good evening, whatever it might be, guys. Keep it tight. You know what I'm saying? Diddy bitty tango, baby. With that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Peace.
Who are we? Pranksters! Where are we? The Coliseum! What do we do? Execute! Are you not entertained? The Coliseum!